Good morning. Good morning. Very good. I can see some energy now. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning, and it's such an honor for me and a privilege for me to be here today, and I truly feel home because India is my home. I began my professional career here in Mumbai, so it's bringing me back so many good memories of this beautiful, vibrant city of Mumbai. On behalf of the Secretary General of IMO, Mr. Kitak Lim, it is my great pleasure to address this conference, bringing together a global audience under the theme, Changing Leadership Paradigms. My thanks and appreciation go to our great colleague and my good friend, where is she? Sanjam Gupta, for taking the lead in organizing this important and timely conference, and for her invitation to address you today. She deserves all the many accolades bestowed upon her for championing diversity and inclusion in the maritime sector. Sanjam, it's a real honor for me to be with you here today at this opening session. I'm especially pleased to be joined by Mr. Ottar Osternes, the Director General of the Department of Maritime Policy and Coast Development, Ministry of Trade, Industry and Fisheries of Norway, and I can also see Mr. Arne Jan Flolo, the Consul General here. Very good to see you. Sri Amitabh Kumar, I guess he's on the way here, the Director General of Shipping, Government of India, who is my direct contact point in India on IMO matters, and of course, Dr. Cleopatra Dombia Henry, President of the World Maritime University, and also again my good friend, at the opening of this conference, further showcasing the significance of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, diversity at executive and director level matters. Research and experience tells us that diversity in leadership is good for business and that women leaders are vital for the future of our maritime sector. Recognizing that the path a woman must take to advance to top positions is too often more difficult than it may be for men. IMO, through its Women in Maritime program, sponsored a number of women from maritime administration across the globe to undertake the inaugural Leadership Accelerator program, LEAP, which you just heard from Sanjam, and it's run by the Maritime SheEO. This short professional program was designed to equip women with the leadership skills and the confidence to take a seat at the shipping decision-making table. Following the success of the first iteration, IMO committed to sponsoring another batch of future women leaders who are set to graduate from the program by end of the year. I'm sure later this afternoon we will hear more about those role models. As this audience knows, networking, mentoring, and peer support is critical for everyone in maritime, but especially when it comes to ensuring diversity at the highest level. IMO's highly successful campaign to promote women in the maritime community for more than 30 years has provided fellowships and support for women, particularly from developing countries, to attend training institutions and support the establishment of 9 regional women in maritime associations, the WIMAs, covering more than 150 countries and dependent territories. At this conference, you'll be hearing more from many role models who represent the sea of change that is happening in maritime, as well as from supporters of all genders. To ensure gender equality, we need to make sure that the next generation knows about the opportunities in the maritime industry. IMO will play a pivotal role in showcasing role models and supporting schemes which train and mentor the next generation. There's no doubt that we have witnessed immense disruption to the way our world runs over the past 18 months. We must not waste the opportunity to rebuild from this crisis inclusively, equitably, and sustainably, and put women's leadership and contributions at the heart of resilience and recovery. Today, let's also use this event to recognize all women leaders in the maritime community globally and this region, and especially in India. And I can see many of these exemplary leaders are here with us today. IMO commends and celebrates your leadership, your sterling contributions, your tremendous sacrifices in managing the work-life balances, in being responsive to personal and professional roles, and acknowledge the journey that is real and relevant ahead in our maritime sector in securing equal opportunities and access for all, irrespective of the gender. I'm honored to be invited to address this important conference and pledge our IMO's ongoing support, and also personally as a male ally from the region, to promoting female leaders and advancement of gender equality throughout the maritime sector. And before concluding, I just have a little bit of a personal story from yesterday. I came home and I had this weekend to spend in Kerala to see my dad and my sister. I was coming to the airport. My sister asked, "Where are you going?" And I talked all about this Maritime SheEO Conference. And she was very keen about it, and she learned, and she was very happy to hear all that. She's not in maritime. And then she asked me a few questions, and I just want to share with you. And she asked me, "Okay, you're going to this conference and giving these talks. What are you doing yourself? Is anything happening in your side?" And it took me by surprise, that question, but I said, "Okay, I'll answer it." And I said, "Look, my department was formed 2 years back. We have, 75% of the department is women in IMO, in my department." And I said, 2/3 of the senior managers are women. 4 out of the 5 program managers are women. And I thought I gave a, good answer. But then comes the difficult question. So she said, fantastic. But then she said, then why are you in the top? Who is there? Why am I? That was an uncomfortable question. I didn't have an answer. Then the next question comes, and she said, "When did I see a UN Secretary General being a woman in the last time?" Again, very uncomfortable question I couldn't answer. And I wanted to say it's beyond my pay grade to even influence those things. But then again, she continued, and maybe seeing my uncomfortableness level, she kind of asked, "Oh, I just saw from your Conference of the Parties scope, the big picture and all the women leaders, all the leaders, and she said there were hardly any women there." Again, an uncomfortable question. So what it struck to me was, actually, it is important to ask those uncomfortable questions. And it's important that we as leaders also, take our own actions to make a change, and I'm sure we can, but all those same time, encourage and ask those uncomfortable questions. And I think that's what is needed at this moment. So coming back to my last speech, just sharing my experience yesterday, and it was interesting. I once again congratulate the organizers of this extremely important event, and congratulate Sanjam once again for continuing her leadership in getting this wonderful and most needed global dialogue moving. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very fruitful conference. Thank you very much. Thank you.